Oh.
It's an episode of the show with no name, but today, what's the name?
I would call this the name of this episode Aryan Dream.
It's always about race.
No, but like for real though, like you guys are like Hitler's dream right now.
Except for I have green eyes, so.
And I think my beard's a little reddish.
Yeah,
It's got a red tinge.
Yeah, that's true.
Does it? I think it. Some people have told me that I have a red tinge to my beard.
No, it's darker.
I got some red in mine.
You do. I do see a little bit of some flecks of red.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we love when you send us art. So we're gonna look at this one today.
Okay.
Here we go. Boop.
Whoop.
Oh.
What happened to our faces?
Our
And
faces
no,
are gone.
it's that abstract art, just like paint, like.
Yeah.
That's cute. And
I wouldn't say it's abstract. I mean, I think it's pretty on point. I mean.
No, well, abstract is just means like raw.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know anything about art.
And what's more raw looking than just like faces are gone?
Yeah.
It's pretty raw.
Yeah.
Thank you for the art. This is
you.
great.
Yeah.
And if you want to submit art for us to show on the show, use hashtag #MySmoshArt.
Here's some more art.
Yeah!
Art.
Good job.
We're done. Addie at Noah Grossman's, clearly a fan of Keith. What's the weirdest picture in your camera roll?
I have to do this a little privately because no. Okay, well you can see.
It's tough because I wouldn't classify my penis as weird, so like I can't use any of those.
I beg to differ.
So okay, I'll show mine first then. So I'm still going to college currently. So this is a picture from one of my textbooks, and the pictures that they use in textbooks are so dumb. And if any of you are in school, I'm sure a lot of you are, you can relate to this. This is a real picture from one of my textbooks. It's a kid reading a book that says science fiction. It just says science fiction on the book.
Do you think they like photoshopped that on?
And the kid does
Definitely.
not look stoked. No, they did not. They somehow found a book that
Does it
says...
look like a kid that would read science
No,
fiction?
probably, but that kid does not look stoked.
Is it a boy or a girl?
I don't know either.
I have this is probably my weirdest one, just like out of context. It's a picture of Keith and me on set, and it's just like an upshot.
Wow, he is basically nude.
Oh my god.
I don't remember taking that picture.
Yeah, it was a wild night.
That's a keeper for sure.
Yeah, I love it.
Mine is a picture I took of a guy parking a riding lawnmower. Yeah, I went to my girlfriend's 10-year high school reunion, and it was in Kansas, in a small town in Kansas, and a guy drove his riding lawnmower to the reunion with a 24 case of Milwaukee's Best.
Milwaukee's Best is the rest of the world's worst. Let's just acknowledge that.
If that's their best, then I don't want to go to Milwaukee.
No, yeah. Sorry.
That joke's probably been made a lot.
Probably made a ton. Everybody watching from Milwaukee is like, oh, here's the
here
Milwaukee
we
joke
go.
again.
Liz at Lizzie Taylor _ asks, have you ever had any near-death experiences? If so, what were they? This one time, okay, so there's this lake up in northern California, and they have these floating campgrounds, which are essentially just like, it's a 2-story like platform that's like chained to the lake. You drive a boat out to this floating platform and you bring your tents.
Oh, okay.
And you sleep in tents on a floating platform in a lake.
In the middle of the ocean?
That sounds really cool.
Sounds safe from danger.
It sounds cool to you because you're white.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, so we had the boats that are like motorboats docked on the side of the platform, and we were playing hide and go seek, like in the water, like hiding in the platform. I was a little kid, and I was hiding behind the boat. I was like kind of holding on to like the motor on the end, like the propeller down there and stuff. I got out of the boat, and right as I stepped onto the ladder and started climbing up, the guy started up the boat, and like the propeller's like, whoom. So I almost got my leg chopped out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Those are scary. You see the animals in the ocean.
That's like
with
Final
those scars?
Destination crap right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're on a lake, super far away from
Yeah,
like
so
amber lamps. You know?
Ugh.
Yeah,
That's
so that was my near-death experience.
Okay, I have 1.5. I'll tell the half one because it's quick. There's in my neighborhood, there's like this, there's always, you know, there's stoplights at most intersections, but this one is like fully unprotected, no lights anywhere, and my sisters and I would always have to sprint across that because there was a creek across the street that we always like to hunt crawdads in. Take long sticks, put gum on the end, and you just like go in and they grab it and you can pull them out. Yeah, that's what we did.
Did you eat them?
No, we'd give them back. We didn't know what to do with them. We didn't know. We were kids.
I'm imagining you just as Huckleberry Finn right now.
But seriously,
I think Olivia would. Olivia looked very like.
Let's go fishing.
Just get some gum on a stick.
But yeah, okay, but this trek there was always so dangerous because we were like really young. I think I was like 7. I don't know. But that running across was always the scariest thing, like because cars were going so fast, like 50 miles an hour. And so we would always have to sprint across, go and get to the median and be like, okay, go and get to the other side. And then at one point, for the second part, I had tripped.
Oh,
and like
no.
literally, it was like in a movie.
Yeah,
where my
that's
sister
like when
comes
the car
back.
breaks down on a railroad.
Yeah, it was just like, the honking is coming right at me, and my sister like grabbed my wrist and pulled me out of the way at the last second.
No.
Yeah, and I was like,
Was it like a big truck? And you had like, the big horn. There's like.
I think it was like a Suburban.
It was
Those
a
things got a big
Suburban.
horn.
It was some guy who was just like, I'm going to kill you! Like, he just like, was very far away, but just like, I'm not gonna stop!
Shane,
Alright.
have you almost died before?
I have died.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
he died.
I
Shane,
have died.
it's not even near death. This motherfucker dead.
So when I was 18 months old, we were living in Florida, and we had a pool in our backyard, and my parents put me, you know those baby gates that you prop up against a doorway? And it's
Child
just like-
prisons, yeah.
Yeah, child prison. So they put that there, and I was in my little area playing with toys, whatever, and my parents were in the other side of the house, just probably for 5 minutes or whatever, maybe
Banging?
longer. I think they were actually arguing, my mom said.
Oh.
They were arguing about something. Yeah, not that
Okay.
fun.
Well,
All right, you stay here. Mommy and Daddy are gonna go.
I mean, it could have been hate. It could have been hate banging.
Maybe they
you know?
do the fighting sounds.
Yeah.
Can we
So-
get to how I died? I must have been just a clever kid because I snuck past the baby prison,
Yes.
got past it, got outside, opened up the screen door, went out to the pool and was throwing rocks in the pool.
Oh.
I'm 18 months old, my coordination and balance is not that good. I fall into the pool. I'm not an 18-month-old who knows how to swim, so I'm face first in the pool. I clearly drown.
Why didn't you think to turn over?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just
You
swim?
dumb, you stupid
my
baby.
my
Why
butterfly?
didn't you get out of the pool, idiot?
Yeah.
Why didn't I climb out, you dumb baby? So my parents are arguing in the other side of the house while I'm in the pool face down. My mom says, and they don't know how long I was in there, but my mom says mid-argument she heard a man's voice say my name. So mid-argument she was like, Shane, and then runs, sees I'm not where she left me, goes, finds me in the backyard. At this point, I am dead. I am completely gray, floating in the pool, and my dad was in his full flight jacket, Air Force suit, and
I feel
jumps-
like all like pilots are probably always in their flight suits.
Yeah, he was
That's just,
always
like,
in it. It was this
they just
giant.
look
It was this
badass.
He is
one.
Top Gun.
It was this onesie, this green onesie is what it looks like. And so he jumped in there with his whole gear on, comes out just holding me, just this dead baby. Insert dead baby joke here. Just right there. My dad was apparently like frozen. My mom said she started performing CPR immediately. My brothers say it was like a good minute of panicking before anybody did anything.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Which it makes sense. There's a dead baby in the room. You're not gonna be like, all right, let's think about this,
Yeah.
guys. It's gonna be like, dead baby! So my brothers called 911. My mom's performing CPR. I guess just as the ambulance arrives, she got me breathing again. So she probably saved my
Good
life.
job, man.
Mommy's a
Saved my
hero!
life. But
Why
when
do you
they,
give like baby CPR? You're like,
but so the ambulance took me, and my mom was like, "What's it looking like?" And they're like, "We don't know. It doesn't look great." They tell my parents, "We won't know. We won't know until kindergarten if there's brain damage."
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
means
It's the waiting
for
game.
the first 6 years of my life. My parents thought I might have been mentally challenged.
Oh.
They didn't know. That means every
and
time.
look how he turned out.
Yep.
Perfectly
So every time
fine.
you did something
So
kind of stupid.
every time I would like drop, I'd be like, "Hey, Mom and Dad, I drew you this picture." They'd be like, Oh no, he's mentally challenged. Oh Oh God. Like, but Joven apparently was electrocuted to death.
Yeah, he's died multiple
So-
times.
Wow.
He just kind of dies a lot. He'll just be like, but
Yeah.
so I'm back.
battery.
Anyway, so gangbang. So he's like electricity man, and I'm like water man.
Yeah.
No,
That's
actually,
hot.
really sick joke. My dad has called me Shane Bobber my whole life. And I didn't know until I was 13 that I was like, wait, why do you call me Shane Bobber? He's like, because you were bobbing up and down in the pool.
Okay, here we go, Peppa at Pig Encuestas. If you could be in the world of a TV series, which one would you choose? Okay, so here's TV shows that are coming to the top of my head. There's Walking Dead, no. Lost, no.
That's
SpongeBob, I couldn't breathe underwater.
That's true.
Lizzie McGuire, too much beads everywhere.
Pokemon? Would Pokemon?
Pokemon!
I've said this before.
That'd be
Probably
kinda
the
cool.
Avatar: Last Airbender world would be really
Oh,
sick.
yeah.
Or honestly, I would love to be in the Futurama world. That would be so much
Yeah.
fun. But I'd have to be friends with that whole crew. Like
Yeah.
I'd have to work at their.
You get into the world and you find them like, hey guys, like I'm really cool, like let me be in your squad.
Yeah. Rugrats, but like just be my age, but just hang out with a bunch of babies.
A lot of people would probably say like Mad Men. It's like you realize there's like a lot of like
sucks.
racism and sexism
That's just the
going on.
60s. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna stick with Avatar: Last Airbender. That's a cool.
I
cool
honestly, I'm gonna
universe.
piggyback that one.
It's
Because
a
that
fun
one sounds
universe.
the best.
Hey, yo, girl, what would you bend?
Hey girl, you bend?
You been?
Do you even bend, dude? What do you bend, bro?
Either water or air, probably.
I think I'd do Earth.
But
I don't
but
think you
have
can
to
do
shave
air
your
because
head
he's
if
the
you're
last
airbender.
airbender.
No, but they come back.
They do come back.
Oh, I haven't seen
He
it.
finds more.
I only seen the movie.
Wow, that must.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it was
yeah.
great.
Rough.
No, that
Oh,
movie is hilarious.
That's like the movie is the show, but without
So-
all the funny stuff is just cut out.
and
It's
everyone
so
is
bad.
white,
And
right?
it's Ong now.
like it's not. Oh yeah, and they say his name wrong. That's like
Ong.
if Pokemon got turned into a live action and everyone called them Aish.
Come here, Pikachu. Carlene at Carlene Just Me. Funniest blooper.
Funniest blooper for sure. It wasn't funny at the time. We were shooting like a parody of Fight Club, and
yeah.
because of the angle that Anthony had to punch me to make it look good, he had to punch with his left hand. And Anthony's not really the most physically coordinated person in the first place.
He's just like, what?
Yeah, and he had to use his left hand to do a fake punch across, and he did it, and he hit my nose, and he broke it.
He broke it? I forgot
Yeah.
he broke it.
Yeah, he broke it. Like I fell on the ground. The funny part was it wasn't even a good take. Like it didn't.
Oh, you
the
couldn't even use
actual
it.
punch didn't look like a real punch because it happened, and then I was so stunned when it happened that it was like not a good like reaction.
Oh.
So I fell to the ground and I felt my nose, and it was like a little crooked, and I was like, and I pushed it back.
That's so metal.
I felt it like it was like sideways, and I was like, and it was just like in the moment, and I just like, and I looked in the mirror, and I couldn't tell if it was from the swelling or what, but it still looked like a little bit off. Later that day, when I got home, my dog punched me in the face, and like right on the nose, because she.
And
likes
he
to
broke
squat.
it again.
And and she like said it. And like I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh, that actually looks a little better.
Oh shit. Dog is
And
man's
you all
best
look
friend.
ugly. Here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Fix
So
it.
She actually fixed it.
and on that
so
same day, they were getting driving shots of Anthony, and the side of this house like exploded. Like
Oh,
it was like
yeah.
a gas main.
Those were all on the same day?
Yeah. It was
God.
the most insane BTS video.
That's just
'cause
a bad
He broke
day.
my nose, and then this house, like the side of like this gas line, like exploded, and there's fire everywhere. And they were the first ones there. Anthony was dressed like a woman for this scene, and this news crew came, and they were like, and they're interviewing people, and then Anthony walked up to the reporter, and he's like, "I saw it. Do you want to interview me?" And she like looked at him, and then just turned away.
That's
And
amazing.
they just like completely ignored him like he wasn't.
amazing. I like how it's like, yeah,
Reporters.
I had this really bad day. I broke my nose. This family died in this explosion, but my nose really hurt. It was really hurt.
Yeah.
So
now.
for me, every time we've gotten the whole squad together, there's been 2 scenes where for EBEs. One was in EBE prom. We were a prom band, and it's funny in the video. When we were just going all night with it, it was even funnier because we were just so terrible. And just us as a full band looked insane. We sounded insane.
The hair.
It was so ridiculous. Then the other time was in EBE Vacation. We had a scene where we all had to like climb over this bed to get to the bathroom, and it was a race. And every single time we just ended up all on the bed just in this weird pile, like this dog pile near Orgy. It was nuts. But those
are funny. You're laughing so hard.
Oh,
Near
dude, I love
orgies
so-
are always funny.
Near orgies are great.
I think the one that comes to mind is for Magic School Bus, Adult Magic School Bus. That one was like, we were all just so crazy in our costumes. Like,
Yeah.
in that scene, like, in the house, like, we just had so many outtakes.
We did
So
a
much-
lot of takes of us like running out of the house.
Oh, yeah, and, like, picking up
When I was
stuff
like
and putting them in the
screaming at
box.
everyone, like.
Oh, yeah, you would, like, spank Keith as he
Oh
ran
yeah, I was
out.
spanking a lot of Keith butt that day.
Spank
Yeah,
some Keith butt.
he's got
That
a
was
very
great.
small butt.
It's time for Smosh Asks You.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Guys, what's your most embarrassing moment? Let's take a look. At Pinky Ruth. Hi, Pinky Ruth.
Hi, Pinky Ruth.
At VidCon 2014, I handed Anthony a letter and he asked, "What is this?" And I replied with yes.
I love that.
What is this?
my God.
Yes, really good.
We've all been there.
And it only makes it worse when you try to explain it. Like
Yeah.
one time I went into the gym and the person at the front desk was like, "Have a good workout," and I was like, "You too. You're not gonna you're not working out right now, I'm assuming." So I just like walk off. It's just horrible, and I think about it all day. Nick DeLorenzo at Nick DeLorenzo 2 says, "Calling my female teacher's mom accidentally multiple times."
Multiple times?
I
Multiple
do that,
times.
like, every
What?
year, I think.
You called your teacher's mom?
Oh, gosh.
Did
yeah.
they all look like your mom?
No. They were all way uglier.
I guess it's a different.
Oh my
I don't know if that's a I don't know if that's a compliment to your mom
In
or
one
an
of the
insult
episodes-
to
my
your teachers.
Noah dissed his teacher in one of the episodes, and now
What's
you're.
wrong with you guys? Respect your
I was
teachers.
kidding.
They're here for
I
your
don't think
benefit.
you were.
No, my teachers hated me. All of them.
You know, maybe Nick DeLorenzo doesn't know who his mom is, so he's always like, "Mom, mom."
Are
my
you
mother?
my mom?
No. Okay, no, mom. Okay.
And the
just
teacher's
put it out
like,
there.
I'm a guy.
I'm a man.
So,
I don't know. Genders.
I'm a mailman. Can you?
I'm a mailman. A mailman.
Illyrius at error code ELE says, "My crush was over and the power went out. Ooh. I was going to find our flashlights and he scared me. I farted really loudly. I cried. Wow.
The fart isn't where it stops, and she started crying.
I like to think that it all happened just right in a row, just like,
Oh my god.
God,
I've
that's
never
good.
farted from fear. Like.
Do you guys fart around your significant others?
Uh,
Well, you
one
burp
time.
like everywhere, so I
Yeah,
figured
I
that
burp.
you're just like an open farter
Yeah.
too.
Well, me and my siblings used to. That was like how we would hurt each other. So we'd fart on each other's pillows and.
No, that's pink eye.
I never got it.
I'm very, it's strange that I'm very secretive about my farts. I don't fart around people.
Oh, there's
too
no
much.
secret for me.
Mine, even when I try to fart from people, no sound happens.
Aww.
Yeah.
I see, when I'm by myself,
That's sad.
hey, full disclosure, guys, just letting you know, when I'm by myself, they're loud. They're
Me too.
aggressive.
Yeah.
They're like, I will surprise myself. Like, I'll be watching TV and it'll straight up just be like, and I'm like, whoa!
Wait, you actually like
Whoa!
you actually get like elevation.
I've gotten
off of-
elevation.
Damn.
I'm straight up. And I've definitely laughed at myself.
Yeah.
I'll definitely just be like, nice.
I love
Good one, Shane. All
Just
right.
like
I'm in
you're
the
all
toilet.
alone.
Back to Grey's Anatomy. Next question.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're done.
Oh.
Oh.
We're
Okay.
done.
Oh.
We're done.
Guys, follow us on Twitter and follow Smosh on Twitter.
Yeah.
And use hashtag MySmoshArt. Send us so much stuff.
Yeah. Ian
What-
works the Twitter account. He's the only
Send
one.
us all the
Ian
art.
does Twitter
I will
Smosh.
look at every single art piece.
It's his
and,
job. That's
It's my only job now. It's my only
Yeah.
job.
Only job.
Just look at art.
Draw fun things.
Or else you're
Bye.
fired. Love you. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Check back next week for more. In the meantime, click on the box thingies to watch other fun stuff.